So you probably have read charts and graphs before, so this will be a quick short lesson, and then we'll get into the homework. So the first type of graph we'll talk about is the bar graph, which is right here. Bar graphs give information on the left-hand side and the bottom of the graph, or the y and x axis. The number of students are listed by 100s on the left, as it says here. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's actually by the hundreds. And then the clubs are listed on the bottom. For example, there's 300 students in the beta club, 100 in the French club, and 500 in the math club. So a question you might see on your homework is something like, how many more students are in the math club than in the beta club? So I would come over to the math side, math bar, go all the way up, over, and I see that that's 500. And then the beta club has 300, as we know, and 500 minus 300 gives us 200. So your answer would be 200. The next one is a pie chart, pie graph, circle chart, circle graph. So many different names. They all mean the same thing. They're easy to read because they're a circle divided into parts. Most of the time it'll be in percentages. Remember that percents are parts of a whole and have to add up to 100. If we look at the pie graph, we can see that 10% of students have A's, 20 have C's, 60 have B's, and 10 have D's. So the question you might see is that there's 2,400 students in the school. How many made B's? So we would take this 60% and then multiply it by 2,400 to figure out how many students made B's. So it's kind of incorporating everything we've learned so far, working with percents and doing that kind of stuff. So you have to be able to read the graph to do the problem. And the last example is a line graph. They're similar to bar graphs, except it's little dots, and then they're connected with lines, where the bar graph was just bars. But it does have information on the left and the bottom as well. So this one is interest rates in different years. So you can see that in 1988, the interest rate was the highest, and then in 1986 and 1990, it was the lowest. A question might be, what was the percent difference between 1988 and 1989? And so you'd go to 1988, see that it's 9, and then go to 1989 and see that it's 8.25. So then you would do 9 minus 8.25 for your answer. So that is the lesson on charts and graphs. And then the homework, I'm going to put the link in the chat. It's on teachermade.com. So you can go ahead and get started with that. And if you have any questions, just let me know.